Alright, let's talk about Bill and Ted because finally Bill and Ted 3 is happening! With Bill and Ted 3 Face the Music, because we got our first trailer dropped finally by Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter, and it has Bill and Ted going to like a further future, I think, I'm gonna guess, and they're basically trying to find that song to basically reunite the world again, and that's a pretty good premise right there, and especially for a Bill and Ted movie. Both Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey are like pretty great, hilarious time-traveling movies, and obviously especially the fact that we've had such a dynamic duo like Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves. And it's great to see those two come back, and they're obviously a lot older, and sure, there's not much they can do, but it's still hilarious of what they are capable of doing, especially at their age, and they're pretty good at their physical work and their obviously their physical performances and their everything else in general about their performances at their age. So like I said, let's talk about Bill and Ted 3 because this is a movie that really I think a lot of people are going to be excited about, and for a lot of reasons. The humor is there, which is great. It's fantastic. Feels very funny, very Bill and Ted-esque. I love that Death's coming back. I love that we're going to see that guy again. I forgot the actor's name, but I'm glad that he's coming back. It's hilarious. Death was definitely a hilarious character for me in Bogus Journey, and to see him just return, just for whatever reason, is going to be great. And the one thing I really got to point out for a moment is I can't get over the fact that do we see, I think in the trailer, we see, not only I think there's talks of, I think, well first, there's mention of, before this trailer was supposed to drop, Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, I think in the plot, said something about their descendants, like their kids, I think. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see, like, wild stallionettes, maybe daughters they have, I'm not sure. But that's not the main thing I want to say. The main thing I want to say is, do we see both Keanu and Alex, like, heavy punk rock, like, in prison with, like, full-on, like, muscle suits? Oh my gosh. That's hilarious alone, because whether you can tell that's fake or not, it's hilarious they're wearing muscle suits, number one. Number two, does this mean we're creating alternate universes and paradoxes and all sorts of, like, time, like, warps and alternate futures and alternate realities with this? Because there's a lot of fun you can have with this sort of universe and with this sort of world of creating alternate timelines and alternate futures, for all we know. Like, for all we know, maybe there's gonna be a future where both Keanu and Alex are hippies. But then again, no, actually, yeah. Maybe they're hippies. So I guess they're going to an alternate universe where they're in prison? But it's hilarious, that scene. And I think that's going to really get it. It's going to really hit it hard with the humor and the rock humor and the heavy metal and the death metal references and jokes and stuff you can really do there is great. But this is really going to be exciting. I'm excited for this movie. Without a doubt, this is definitely this has been one of my most anticipated movies of 2020. Ever since they announced Bill and Ted 3, I've been excited about it for a while. It's just because it's such a great, like, funny. Those are two great characters to go revisit, no matter how old they are. Like, honestly. But one thing I do want to say that I think would be perfect, and here's my theory about this movie: is two things could happen with this movie. So here's option one. It's theory one or option one, whatever you want to call it. So option one is this movie said that it's coming out in summer of 2020, which can mean two things. But anyways, so option one is that they're probably done. Obviously, they're probably done with the movie at this point. Hang on a second. Let me drag this back a second. Adjust this. All right, there we go. Perfect. Anyways, so this was probably done shooting. This was probably done in production. This was probably done maybe before the whole pandemic. Hopefully it is. That being said, maybe, since there's a release of summer 2020, maybe, just maybe, this movie could have a theatrical release. This could be possibly the first movie to be released since the pandemic, which I think would be a smart move. I think it'd be smart if Orion Pictures does this, because that would get a lot of people in the seats, in the theaters again, because not a lot of people are gonna want to go to the movie theaters, and that's kind of gonna really hurt a lot of movie theaters and a lot of a lot of people working there, and just that alone, that idea of a movie theater could be gone from existence. So if this movie comes out in theaters, it would put butts in the seat, obviously raising that money, so that way basically movie theaters don't have to go out of business. And that's what kind of is going to be the big concerning part that I may have or may have not touched upon. Either way, I think that would be a smart move, because not only is it a good summer blockbuster, it would rack in the money, it would get people in the seats, and I think it'd be a groundbreaking that this could be the movie that kind of gets everyone in theaters again. So that's option A. Option B is another route that I feel like Orion Pictures could go into, and it'd still be as smart, but obviously people are going to want the movie theater aspect more, I think. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts if you guys want this to be done in theaters or option B, which now let's get to option B. So option B is that I think a streaming service like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, one of those big, obviously, streaming services, get a hold of Orion Pictures, and I'm not advising them to say this, but this is just my opinion. Get a hold of Orion Pictures, and what you could do is have that be your exclusive movie on your streaming service. So let's say Disney Plus decides to take Face of the Music, Bill and Ted Face the Music, Bill and Ted 3. So that could be an exclusive premiere movie that you'd have to buy Disney Plus and be able to watch Face the Music, because that's money right there. Because if, let's say, people don't have Disney Plus, everyone probably has Disney Plus at this point, but if you don't have Disney Plus, let's say you don't, and they put Bill and Ted 3, and you're excited for that, one, people don't want to buy Disney Plus because of it, and two, now you get to see this movie, and Disney's will not only pay Orion's Pictures, but obviously Orion Pictures are going to get money back because of obviously the viewings and obviously people watching the movie. And what you could do as well is if a streaming service like Hulu or Netflix gets a hold of Bill and Ted 3, it sure wouldn't make as much money, but I doubt it's not a low budget movie, but since this is a semi-medium budget movie with effects and everything and whatnot, that's gonna obviously be a bonus to the compared to like your other movies, like your Netflix originals or your Hulu originals or even Disney Plus original stuff. So because obviously a lot of their streaming stuff is low budget, this could be a high budget, high quality movie to have on your streaming service. So not only will there be that, also you could acquire the rights to all three Bill and Ted movies. So I think if, like, let's say Hulu gets a hold of Bill and Ted Face the Music, what they could do also in the process is, hey, if you buy Hulu now, you can watch all three Bill and Teds. So they'll release both Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure, Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, and Bill and Ted Face the Music. So you can watch all three of them in kind of like a chronological sort of route or order, if you will. So which one do I prefer? I think either one is a smart marketing route, because either one has clever marketing. But if I'm being really honest, I don't have a preference. I wouldn't mind if they put it on a streaming service, but the problem is that I'd rather see this in theaters, because I kind of would like to see a movie in theaters for once, after, like, it's been basically almost a year, or it feels like a year to me, the whole, basically the movie theaters being closed. So, I think that'd be smart, especially I think Orion could take advantage of this, because originally Tenet was supposed to come out recently. I don't know if it's come out yet. I haven't seen reviews or anything like that whatsoever, so it hasn't reached theaters because of this pandemic. Bill and Ted Face the Music could be that movie that could maybe get people back into theaters and want to go to the movie theaters again. And that would be a great experience to have. It'd be fun, and sure, it doesn't have to be the most masterpiece of movies, but it's going to be a fun, fantastic, hilarious movie that's going to get people in the seats, and especially with how much people love Keanu Reeves, because the guy's just, he's just a natural treasure. And you got Alex Winter, he's not that much of a natural treasure, but hey, you got those two, they're great together, a great dynamic. If only there was more movies with them together, honestly. I'm dead serious when I say that. So, their dynamic's fantastic. And to see them, like, have the big reunion, and the fact that they went out of their way to basically, like, tell all the different high schools of 2020 congratulations was just really awesome of them, because that is such a nice thing to do, and it shows how much of a nice guys these guys are, because sometimes actors don't seem as good as you think they are, and sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, but in the case of these guys, obviously they went out of their way and did this thing, and it was just really awesome of them, and especially when they went as their characters, both Bill Theodore Ted Logan and Bill Esquire. I had to think for a second. I had a brain fart. I'm sorry, people. But let me guys know, what did you guys think of the Bill and Ted Face the Music trailer? I know it's not that much to take in, but I just want to really get my thoughts out because I'm really excited for this. This is one of my most anticipated, like I said, and I hope to see this soon. And I hope maybe we'll see this in theaters. Hopefully so. It'll be great. But let me know, what do you guys think of the trailer? What are you most excited for 2020, or what is your sort of thoughts with this movie? Do you see there being a paradox? Maybe they'll create like some sort of alternate paradox sort of thing. Let me know. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. And as always, if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I do awesome videos every day, if not every week. And make sure you ring that bell to be notified of new videos, new content, all that and more. I'm gonna try and slowly come back to my channel as much as possible. But I've been working on a lot of projects, of all sorts of things. Like, I've been doing online schoolwork. I've been doing my scripting for movie projects I want to work on once I become a director. Excuse me. Excuse me again. So, I'm working on that. I'm also working on a short film I want to put up here on this channel for you guys to check out, see what you think, all that stuff. And don't forget to share this video with your family, your friends, and people, and whoever else wants to check this out as well. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing and all that. It means a ton. And also, as always, keep in touch. No, stay glued to the challenge, which is, if we can get my channel up to 100 subscribers, I will do a really well written, well shot, well edited, well paced video for you guys. I have two ideas on what that can be, so you'll just have to wait to find out. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. And also, stay safe, stay clean, and be excellent to each other, and party on.